Women of God, you are powerful beyond measure, created with precision and purpose. You are not here by accident. Your life carries a mission that no one else can fulfill. But understand this, the most sacred parts of your being must be protected, not because they are fragile, but because they are priceless. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss powerful messages like this. If this video speaks to your heart, like and share with another woman who needs encouragement today. The world will try to convince you that strength comes from being open, from giving endlessly without boundaries. But true strength is knowing what to protect, when to share, and whom to trust. It is understanding that not everyone deserves access to your emotions, your struggles, or your dreams. What is sacred must be guarded. Guard your heart like a fortress, not because you fear the world, but because you respect yourself. Boundaries are not barriers, they are shields that protect your peace, your mind, and your soul. When you give too much of yourself without discernment, you invite unnecessary opinions, judgments, and even manipulation. The world does not deserve unlimited access to your thoughts, emotions, or life story. There is power in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence is not weakness. It is wisdom in action. When you keep certain things private, you retain control over your own narrative. As C.S. Lewis once said, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves even when we risk disappointing others. You do not owe anyone your vulnerability. You have the right to protect your emotions from those who have not earned the privilege of knowing them. Your struggles are not for public display. There are battles that no one else needs to know about, challenges designed to strengthen you in secret. Some pain is meant to shape you privately, away from the noise of outside opinions. Oversharing can turn your growth into gossip and your progress into someone else's entertainment. Let the lessons settle in your soul before you speak of them. You don't have to share the storm to prove your strength. Your victories, when the time is right, will shine louder than any words. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, when the time is right, your victories will speak for themselves. Women of God, listen to this truth. You are the protector of your own power. What you share, when you share it, and with whom is your choice. The world will try to push you into openness before you are ready. But remember, your story, your healing, and your wisdom are yours to reveal in your own time. You were created with a purpose, and that purpose must be guarded with wisdom and strength. Protect what is sacred, for it is irreplaceable and belongs to you alone. To the women who walk in faith, who stand with purpose, hear this. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about defining how you allow them to engage with you. These invisible lines protect your dignity, your peace, and your identity in a world that often demands more than it gives. It is your responsibility to guard what makes you whole. Boundaries are acts of self-respect. They say, I value myself, and I will not compromise my well-being to please others. Without them, you risk losing control of your life, allowing others to dictate your time, emotions, and even your worth. Each time you let someone overstep without consequence, you chip away at your sense of self. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Boundaries are how you withhold that consent. Not everything about you needs to be shared. Society tells women to be open, to give until there's nothing left. But there is strength in silence. There is power in knowing what to keep sacred and what to share. Guarding your emotional and mental space is as crucial as protecting your physical space. Discerning who has earned the right to access your thoughts and feelings is not selfish, it is wise. A woman who knows her worth is not afraid to say no to the things that disturb her peace, No to relationships or situations that demand too much and give too little. Saying no does not make you difficult. It makes you strong. When you maintain your boundaries, you remain rooted in who you are. You do not bend to fit someone else's mold. In doing so, you teach others how to treat you. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Women of God, you are called to protect what is sacred within you. Do not let the world dictate how much of yourself you must give. Stand firm, walk with wisdom, and guard your peace. Your heart is precious, but not everyone deserves to hold it. While it is beautiful to share and connect with others, not every moment of your life requires an audience. Some battles are meant for your prayers alone, for your wisdom, and for the trusted few who genuinely care for you. When you expose your heart too quickly, you risk giving the wrong people influence over your peace. Not everyone is strong enough to carry your emotions with care. Some will misunderstand your struggles, some will minimize them, and others may even use them against you. Protect your emotions because your peace is too valuable to be placed in careless hands. Your struggles are not public property. In a world where people are quick to judge but slow to understand, it is wise to keep certain battles private, not because you are hiding, but because you are healing. Some challenges are designed to refine you in solitude, away from the noise of opinions and outside interference. Oversharing can turn your growth into gossip and your progress into someone else's entertainment. Let your struggles shape you in silence, and when the time is right, let your victories be your testimony. You don't have to tell the world you are strong. Your strength will reveal itself in time. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, when the time is right, your victories will shine louder than any words. Women of God, listen to this truth. You are the protector of your own power. What you share when you share it, and with whom you share it is your choice. The world will try to pressure you into oversharing your emotions, your hardships, and your dreams before they are ready. But remember this, your journey is sacred. Your healing is sacred. Your emotions are sacred. The right people will never demand access to parts of you that you are not ready to share. The ones who are worthy will respect your pace and honor the depth of your emotions without rushing you. Real connection is built on trust, not pressure. There is an emotional cost to constantly reliving old wounds. Not every part of your past needs to be retold. Some wounds, even when healed, require time and sacred space to mend fully. Protecting your emotions isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of self-preservation. Your peace is your power, and boundaries are its. Guardians, when you protect your inner world, you give yourself the freedom to live authentically. You engage with others from a place of clarity and strength, not compromise. You honor your values and your needs without apology, and in doing so, you thrive. Women, respect yourself enough to protect what is sacred. Your peace, your emotions, your time. There is immense power in guarding your emotional vulnerability until the moment is right. When you open your heart too quickly, especially to someone who has not proven themselves trustworthy, you risk unnecessary pain. Emotional vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a treasure, a gift to be shared with discernment. When shared with the right people, it builds deep, meaningful connections. But when shared recklessly, it can leave you drained, misunderstood, or even betrayed. Not everyone has the capacity to handle your feelings with care. Some may lack the maturity, others may seek to manipulate, and some may simply not understand your depth. Recognize this early. The right person, whether a friend, a mentor, or a partner, will respect the depth of your emotions. They will not rush you to share or diminish what you feel. Instead, they will hold space. for you, offering empathy without judgment. There are times when your emotions are meant for your own reflection. Some feelings are sacred and need to be processed in silence. In these quiet moments, you grow stronger, gaining clarity without the noise of outside opinions. This is not about shutting people out, it's about honoring your need to heal. It is about understanding yourself first, before inviting others into your inner world. Your healing is not a performance, it is a personal, sacred process. As C.S. Lewis says, vulnerability is not about winning or losing. It's about having the courage to show up when you can't control the outcome. But showing up doesn't mean sharing everything with everyone. It means knowing when and with whom to share. Your personal struggles are not public currency. Life's battles are refining fires, shaping and strengthening you. But not every struggle is meant to be shared, and that's okay. Some battles are private, sacred spaces where resilience is forged in silence. Oversharing can turn your pain into something for others to dissect, misunderstood, judged, or diminished by those who cannot grasp its depth. There is strength in privacy. In a world that glorifies transparency, there is wisdom in knowing when to hold back. Your struggles are not for the approval or validation of others. They are chapters in your story, and some pages are meant to be read only by you for now. Silence during these moments isn't weakness, it is the quiet work of healing and growth. When the time comes to share, you will do so with confidence and power, not seeking validation, but offering truth on your terms. By guarding your struggles, you give yourself the freedom to navigate them authentically. Without the pressure of outside opinions clouding your journey, you are free to heal on your own terms. Guard your heart. Protect your battles. Honor your process. When you choose to share your emotions or struggles, let it be with people who have proven they deserve to hear your truth. Until then, hold your feelings close. Process them with care. Let them strengthen you, refine you, and prepare you for the moment when you are ready. Women of God, your peace is your power, and it must be guarded fiercely. The world will constantly try to pull you in different directions, demanding your energy, your attention, your time. But you must understand this. Not everyone and everything deserves access to you. Some people bring peace, while others bring chaos and confusion. Some relationships nourish your soul, while others drain you dry. Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. Your well-being matters. Your mental and emotional health matter. Your joy matters. The enemy knows that if he can disturb your peace, he can distract you from your purpose. He will send people and situations to steal your focus, to wear you down, to make you question yourself. But hear this truth. You are not required to engage in every battle you're invited to. Some conflicts are nothing more than traps designed to pull you away from what truly matters. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you walk away from drama, distance yourself from negativity, or refuse to be consumed by things that do not serve your growth. Protecting your peace means choosing your battles wisely. Not everyone who demands your time deserves it. Not every opinion should enter your mind. Not every invitation should be accepted. Be intentional about what and whom you allow into your spirit. Your peace is far too precious to be constantly disturbed by things that are beneath your calling. Boundaries are an act of self-respect. When you say no to what disrupts your peace, you are saying yes to God's plan for you. You are saying yes to clarity, yes to purpose, yes to becoming the woman God created you to be. The world will try to make you feel guilty for protecting yourself. It will say, you've changed, as if growth is a bad thing. It will call you distant, difficult, or cold when you no longer tolerate what you once endured. But remember, this growth will always look like distance to those who refuse to change. You do not have to explain your healing to anyone. You do not have to justify your boundaries. You do not need to apologize for stepping into the woman you were meant to become. There is power in quiet strength. A woman who guards her peace does not waste her breath on meaningless battles. She does not beg for respect. She commands it by the way she carries herself. She does not allow her emotions to be manipulated by those who do not have her best interests at heart. Not everything requires a response. Some things are best met with silence. Silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. Silence is your power move when people try to provoke you. Silence is your strength when unnecessary arguments arise. Silence is your protection when others seek to twist your words. The moment you stop explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you, you reclaim your peace. Let people think what they want. Let them gossip. Let them assume. You are not responsible for their opinions. You are responsible for your peace. A woman of God does not chase after people who choose to leave her life. She does not beg for friendships that were never meant to last. She does not force relationships that disrupt her spirit. She knows that what God removes, He replaces with better. Do not be afraid to walk alone for a season. Sometimes God separates you from certain people not because they are bad, but because they are not assigned to your next level. Not everyone is meant to continue the journey with you. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, there are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Let go of what does not bring you peace. Make room for what does. You must protect your energy just as you protect your home. You wouldn't allow strangers to walk into your house and make a mess of your space, would you? Then why allow toxic people, negative conversations, and unhealthy situations to take residence in your mind and heart? Guard your peace like your most valuable possession. If something costs you your peace, it is too expensive. If a relationship constantly brings stress, confusion, and heartache, it is not from God. Love should not feel like a battle for your worth. A woman of faith understands that her peace is a gift from God. It is not something she begs others to respect. It is something she protects without apology. So today, make a decision. Choose peace. Let go of relationships that leave you drained. Say no to conversations that steal your joy. Walk away from situations that bring nothing but confusion. This is not selfishness. This is wisdom. You are not required to carry what God never intended for you to hold. If it costs your peace, let it go. Women of God, your financial independence is more than just income, it is power. It is the freedom to decide, the ability to create, and the security to stand on your own terms. It is not about material wealth, but about ownership over your choices. When you are financially independent, you are not bound by someone else's approval, nor are you forced to stay in situations that no longer serve you. The world often tells women to be dependent, to wait for someone else to provide, to shrink themselves so they don't appear too ambitious or too strong. But hear this truth. God did not create you to be powerless. He gave you gifts, talents, and a mind capable of building, managing, and multiplying what He has placed in your hands. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. No matter where you are in life, you have the ability to create stability for yourself and walk in confidence, knowing that your future is not at the mercy of someone else's decisions. But financial independence is not just about earning, it is about stewardship. It is about learning to manage, save, invest, and grow what God has given you. A wise woman does not just chase wealth, she builds a foundation that lasts. When you control your finances, You control your options. You are no longer trapped in toxic environments because you can't afford to leave. You are no longer silenced in relationships because you don't have a way out. Your financial strength protects you from vulnerability. It is not about greed. It is about security. It is about ensuring that your decisions come from faith, not fear. But hear this, your financial matters are yours to manage. You owe no one an explanation for how you handle your resources unless you choose to share it. Be discerning. In relationships, especially romantic ones, protect your financial privacy. No one has the right to dictate your spending, control your assets, or demand access to what you have worked for. Your financial independence is your shield. When you stand on your own financially, you protect yourself from control, manipulation, and imbalance. This is not about distrusting others, it is about maintaining your autonomy. Women, never let anyone pressure you into sharing financial details before you are ready. Your money is not just about numbers. It represents your choices, your freedom, and your future. As C.S. Lewis once said, there are people who have money and people who are rich. True wealth is not just about the amount in your bank account, it is about the freedom to live life on your terms, to chase your dreams without fear, and to stand firm in your values. Financial independence is about legacy. It is about laying a foundation not just for yourself, but for the generations that come after you. When you manage your finances wisely, you don't just leave behind wealth, you leave behind wisdom, stability, and strength. You show others, your children, your loved ones, that with discipline and focus, any woman can achieve financial independence. But be wise. Not everyone needs to know the details of your financial journey. The world loves to question a woman's financial success. Some will celebrate you, while others will seek to take advantage. That is why you must guard your financial decisions as carefully as you guard your heart. Women of God, hear this. You do not have to apologize for wanting financial stability. You do not have to downplay your ambition or feel guilty for working towards a life that is secure. Your independence is not selfish, it is a blessing. Having control over your finances means having control over your life's direction. It means that you are not forced into decisions that go against your values just because you have no other choice. There is wisdom in being prepared. A strong woman is not just spiritually rooted, she is financially wise. She does not wait for someone else to save her. She builds, she plans, and she positions herself for success. You are not defined by what you lack today, you are defined by what you are building for tomorrow. If you are still on the journey toward financial independence, do not be discouraged. Start where you are, learn, grow, and take steps toward your freedom. As C.S. Lewis put it, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Your financial future is in your hands. Be intentional. Be wise. Be fearless. Women of God, your dreams are sacred. They were planted in you by the Creator Himself, visions of a future that is uniquely yours. But hear this truth. Not every dream is meant to be shared. Not everyone will understand your vision, and not everyone is meant to walk the journey with you. We live in a world that encourages oversharing, where people rush to announce their plans before they've even taken the first step. But wisdom says otherwise. Some dreams need time to grow strong before they are exposed to the world. As C.S. Lewis wisely said, work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. When you speak too soon about your dreams, you risk diluting their essence with the doubts and critiques of others. Not everyone will believe in your calling. Not everyone will celebrate your ambition. Some may dismiss it, criticize it, or try to steer you toward a more realistic path. But remember this, God did not give them your vision. He gave it to you. Your dreams require focus, care, and protection. When shared too widely, they can become fragmented, distorted by the conflicting opinions of others. Your vision is uniquely yours, born from the depths of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. There's a vulnerability in sharing your dreams. They are tied to your deepest hopes and desires, making you open to judgment, ridicule, or discouragement. Protecting your vision is not about secrecy, it is about shielding it from negativity that could weaken your resolve. The best way to predict the future is to create it. But if you share your dreams too early, you may find yourself explaining, justifying, or defending them instead of building them. This only detracts from the energy you need to bring them to life. Let your actions be the loudest voice. Quietly lay the foundation and let the results speak for themselves. A woman who protects her dreams does not seek validation, she seeks progress. Your dreams are not for public debate. They are for you and God to cultivate together. Some things are meant to stay between you and Him until they are strong enough to stand on their own. Ask yourself, do I need permission to chase the calling God has placed in my heart? Do I need validation from others to know that my dream is real? The answer is no. Not everyone will understand the sacrifices, the challenges, or the dedication required to make your dreams a reality. And that's perfectly fine, they don't need to. Your focus should be on the work, not on gaining validation. Your dreams were never meant to be understood by everyone because they were not given to everyone. As C.S. Lewis put it, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Women of God, hear this. Your peace, your dreams, your emotions, your boundaries, these are not up for public display. They are not for the world to dissect or judge before they are ready. Protect your vision. Guard your financial independence. Establish strong boundaries. Respect your personal growth. Hold on to your peace like the precious gift it is. None of this is secrecy, this is strength. This is you declaring that you are in control of your life, your choices, and your destiny. There will come a day when your dreams are ready to be shared, when they have grown from seed to harvest, when they have transformed from thought to reality. And on that day, you will speak not to defend, but to testify. Until then, guard them fiercely. Let them grow in silence. Build in the quiet. Work while the world watches something else. And when the time comes, let your success be your testimony. Women of God, if this message has spoken to you, like this video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts in the comments. What dreams are you protecting? What wisdom have you gained from keeping your vision close? Your words may be the encouragement that another woman needs today. Stay strong, stay faithful, and remember your destiny is yours to protect. This is not the end. This is only the beginning.